Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Little microphone malfunction just for this intro. I don't know what happened or why. Anyway, I was forced to buy this lawnmower from a shady piece of fill-in-the-blank seller off of Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I am out of self-propelled lawnmowers at this point, and I like to keep a little bit of everything in stock, just a rolling inventory. Even if it's slow in the season, you just never know when you have a buyer that wants to come along. This popped up on the marketplace. It actually looked really, really good. He said he just had it serviced, and we're going to use the term service loosely. As you guys know, I am partially colorblind, so what I saw in the picture compared to what I saw in person just didn't match up. I'll be honest with you, it happens more than I want to admit, but that's not the seller's fault. That is mine. So, part of his tune-up was part of my colorblindness-ish thing. I'm a jammer. But, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm already there. It runs, and he was kind of like, yep, shady. Not kind of. He was shady. He ran and started the machine, which is fun, which I like to let them do. And then what I also like to do is like to do it myself. He was very hesitant for me to do it. Anyway, look what we have here. This is what being colorblind will get you. Mismatched wheels. I thought they were both gray. Anyway, I went to start the machine. I went to activate the self-propelled. Worked as it should. I went to roll it, and it did not want to roll. This guy did not want to budge at all on his price. I already looked at it real quick, pointed out what was wrong. He did not care because, in his mind, because the self-propelled worked, then the mower was fine. And that was his tune-up. So we're starting the lawnmower. Fire's on the first pole. Like I said, it runs great. It's just the little things that bother me. And maybe first one. There we go. So it's showing that the self-propelled does work, but are we going to roll this thing? I don't remember this intro. But it doesn't roll. It's locked up. It won't move. So let's flip it over on the side. This was part of his tune-up. As you guys can see, it has a newer mulching blade on it, which is fantastic. People have no idea the difference between a mulching blade and a high lift blade is, but those tooth blades really get the amateur thinking. If you actually go to Lowe's or Home Depot, a nice mulching blade is $30. Ask me how I know. So anyway, paid his price, didn't have a choice. It was a $7 part. Maybe you guys know what it is already. Maybe you guys don't. But let's get down and dirty, and let's get this lawnmower flipped.
This is the issue right here. And that's the grease from the transmission, because this guy is not a nice person. This is why it won't move. Now I know why. Actually, I'm holding the part, because remember from the last one that I did, I order in pairs. Because this is just a very common problem. So, let me get the wheels off this thing, because we're going to have to paint match, and we have to do a few things. Let me take care of that, and we'll be on with the repair. Alright, so I got the wheels off. That was a 9/16. I have them actually, we're going to have to restyle the machine. You don't have a choice. It's actually going to look better, so that kind of turns out for the better. But honestly, if those wheels are still gray, I wasn't even going to touch them. So we're going to have to pop that wheel off. Next, this is called an E-clip. So what I like to do is just take a set of needle nose right to the ground. There we go. It's out. You do not want to lose that. I have a whole box full of these just in case, though. You never know. This is what your E-clip is. Next, this cogged gear will slide out like so. And then, look at this. Look at the damage on this. Look at the damage. Jesus. You know what? Should we try and take off? You know what? I want you guys to get maybe a full glimpse of this guy's repair. Well, it's not a repair. Whatever the... I'm trying really hard not to curse because I'm a little salty about how this seller was. But I'm already there. Can we... Alright, so this pin can only go one way. And I'm just trying to find out which way this one way is without... I want to expose this guy's repair. That's what I really want to do. But it seems like I can't. Look at that. Do you guys have a good view of that? Looks like he took wire or a coat hanger and wrapped it around. So let's untangle that. And then we gotta free this up. I wonder what will take longer, the repair or undoing his sorcery. Look at this bearing. Oh, let's go take a part of that bearing out. Come on, you're almost there. If we can twist this out. Nope. You bastard. Oh! Sorry. We try and keep it clean over here. We actually make a really good effort. Because if you curse in the comments, I delete your comment. So I need to practice what I preach. But sometimes when people aren't honest. Now, be honest with you, this lawnmower was for sale for a couple of days. And before I put myself in this predicament where I needed to buy it, I threw him out a global offer. Now, if we were in the middle of the spring sprint, I would have paid his full asking price. But we're not in the spring sprint, even though I've been still selling lawnmowers, but it's just not at that rapid rate. Look at this. Oh, this is fence. This is from a fence. Now, we can get this out of here. This happens pretty much all the time, where this cotter pin gets embedded into the bearing when this happens, when it goes unknored. This pin is still good. I'm just trying to get this thing out. Look at that juicy ball bearing. That's completely blown out. Because these people, see, this is hinged. Because these people just didn't want to do the right thing. See that? This is collared. It can only go one way. And look at this. It's broken. Uh-oh, don't want to lose these. Oh, shh. And our infamous snap ring. Alright, so there are two 7/16 nuts. As you guys know, They're right inside here. Listen, please use mechanical instinct. I'm not gonna show you. And just a timely process. As soon as these come out, I'll see you. All right, so out. See? Now you see how this is egg-shaped? Morons. So let's put this back together like so. But the most important part is, remember, this gasket must go on here before we start putting this puzzle piece back together. Let's line this all up. And then now literally, the fun begins. Alright, so this snap ring, where to go, which is damaged, holds this in. So let's undamage this. We're just gonna bend this back. So it kind of sits flush. And now the fun part begins. This is a set of snap ring pliers. This is going to test your patience. You're definitely going to, you just have to be patient. There is no way around this. You see this little gap that we have here? This is where your snap ring has to go in. So we have a very, very thin margin to get in here. Okay, we're in. All right, so this is a 13/16 socket. To make sure it's seated, put it right over it and give it a tap. See how it's seated in there? And now, this is ready to go back on the machine. Not a bad repair, just frustrating. So put this back on here. All right, just so you guys know, the part number and the affiliate link to the same exact seller that I get these from will be in the description. That is how you guys support the channel. Affiliate links. Don't send me Mrs. Pattay's performance gifts, as much as we greatly appreciate it. I'm going to sound like this like a broken record. I want you guys to take what you learn from me and her, good and bad, and put it toward yourself. Treat yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Buy the kids something nice. Invest in the stock market. We have, right now, it is a buyer's market. You want to talk about turning a negative into a positive, per se. All right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A lot of companies that were doing good, just like most, are doing bad. They will rebound. Just only a matter of time when you see some real good return on your investment. We've been doing things a little bit differently, but there's no different stock market than buying a lawnmower. You buy stock for a certain price, wait for it to go up a little bit at your discretion, and sell it. Or you buy a few stocks like we have that are actually solid buys, like Apple, this other company called Nvidia. They pay you every 3 months if you own a share, per share. So, it's not a bad gig. But like I said, at your own discretion. And it's free to sign up too. I mean, it's you don't need to have thousands of dollars to be in the stock market. That is a very terrible term, right? You can invest as little as $5 if you wanted to. And there are some stocks that are cheaper where you don't have to do that. All right. Now, the fun part is, if you guys could see my dilemma, is we need to get, where'd it go? Uh-oh. Don't. Ah. We need to get this pin, this hole, which is barely exposed. You guys can see just a little bit of it. We got the same view, guys. How do we try and get in there? Let's see. Alright. So let's pull that out. Perfect. So we're pulling this out with my punch. Remember, this can only go one way. So we are going to stick we don't have to. Can we get away with? Yes, we can. So I use my punch to pry that open. Oh, come on. Come on. Just get me started. Get me started. Come on. This baby sets through. We're home. Well, we have to get that E-clip in, but those E-clips are pretty easy. I think now we could just, there we go. Make sure this goes all the way through. Perfect. Not going nowhere. What can you guys see? Yep. All right. Cogged gear. No. There we go. Cogged gear. And then the fun part is this E-clip. E-clip, E-clip. And the same way why is this fighting me every step of the way? This is not giving me a lot of room to put this E-clip on. Oh man, this thing is just a pain in my you-know-what. There is literally supposed to see something. Wow. So what I had to do was, as you guys could see, this hub bearing is the wrong one, so it protrudes out. So what I did is I shaved the metal off the cog a little bit so it could sit even. Passenger side, you see how this cog sits front? That is the correct bearing. So we're going to make this bearing work. I will put the correct bearing for this lawnmower in the description. Part number and serial number for this machine will also be there as well. And you guys will now see how easy it is, hopefully, because I could see just a little bit. Before I wasn't seeing anything, to slide this E-clip in. This E-clip slides in. Alright, so as you guys can see, I shaved enough off. I got it started. So now we just have to hopefully finish this clip and get it in. Same thing with the needle nose. It's happening with the hammer. And we are in there. This is very tight. And this wheel might have a little bit of a wobble because I'm not a machine shop. I just did this by eye. But we'll be good to go. Let's slap on wheels. Let's get this thing on the ground and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Moment of truth. Not a bad looking lawnmower. So let's see if it rolls. Problem solved. Let's verify the self-propelled works. It does. So that's it. We're done here. Let's see if you guys can see this. It does have your typical brush against the bushes and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna put this up for, I'm not sure, maybe 200, 225, and we'll go from there. Because it has the baking assist. Maybe we could try and highlight that. But usually I take pictures on my machine when they're wet. I don't think this paint has really dried yet. I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to give this a quick wipe down, take pictures. I'll throw a coat of the 99-cent paint on the handles. Always know, no matter what, I always try and paint handles if they're not perfect. That's the first thing they see, right? When they go to grab the handles at the lawnmower, that's what they're looking at compared to, you know, something else. I think the black wheels came out great. Now we have some symmetry. It really kind of sucks though, because if I was to power wash this, right, once I put my cone of shine on it, it would tie all of this in. So we'll see what I come up with. I'm not gonna hold you guys to that. Really appreciate you guys coming along for today, as always. Okay, always a pleasure, always a good time. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, it is what it is. Look, I had the part, even though it was the wrong one, we made it work. It's not like I have Craig Camp, aka MC Engineering on Instagram. Check him out, handy, where he could just kind of shave that for me instead of me going by the grinder. I could have shaved the bearing. That would have been really the correct thing to do, because that bearing's replaceable. That cog, it is too, but that bearing is more of a wear and tear part before the cog. You know, that bearing will blow out 5 or 6 times before that cog will ever gone worn. I have never seen a worn or damaged cog. Those bearings, as you can tell why I have them in stock, are very, very common. Strictly homeowner user abuse. All right, guys, if you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, or not, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. And so the self-propelled is that handle. Okay.
Bought one 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We run everything, it was working perfect.
Okay.
So I wait like 2 weeks and everything to use it.
Okay.
We have another one.
Okay.
So I said, you know, I'm gonna use this one now. 10 minutes, the oil is burnt, smoking like.
I don't know. Yeah, this I had service, so it's good to go.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't know what you
wow.
did to your last one, but keep the oil full, gas full, blade sharp, and you're good to go.
Yeah, that one is the gas is burnt.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
And all the oil is coming from here.
Oh, right of the exhaust?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
How much you ask for this one?
$225.
We done for 200.
Yeah, perfect. need help getting it in, or?
No, I got
You're
my father
okay?
with me.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Have a good one. Take care. Don't forget the missus and I, we go live Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. All right, guys. Later.